It feels like a long time since I've seen Arsenal play football, and it actually does feel like it has been a very, very long time. Um, a lot has gone down since Arsenal last played a game. Aubameyang, well, we've had a number amount of players leave the club. Our top striker has left the club for free, saving us. Yes, it was saving us 26, 27 mil over the next 18 months. Fair enough, I understand that. The transfer window was a bust, as you have seen from the previous videos. If you haven't seen it already, I will put it in the description and I'll send the link up there in a sec. Um, what can we say? This game was meant to be played during the Christmas period, but Wolves had COVID issues, so weren't able to play it. Now, Arsenal are going to play this game with maybe Lacazette. There's a lot to uncover in this game, including the formation, who will be being played, what are we going to do, what's going to be our get going, well, what's going to get us going for the second half of the season. Um, there's a lot of questions. Now, I think everyone has seen the news report, the article, the video of Aubameyang saying what he has said in his press conference for Barcelona, and Arteta has obviously responded as well, saying that that's his choice, that's his decision, and whatever he says, then that's him. That's what he believes. Then that's what he believes. And Aubameyang obviously said that Arteta was the problem. Okay, we get that, we understand this, and there's nothing else that we can do about it but move on. So we have Wolves tomorrow night at 7:45 live on Amazon Prime, and I don't know where this game's going to go. So let me just give you a recap real quickly. So in our defense, Tomiyasu is potentially still injured with his ankle. We don't know what's going to happen with him. Is he going to be available to play? We are unsure of that. In midfield, Xhaka is still out. He has 2 games that he cannot play in still because he got of that red card he got against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. Or is it 1? I believe it might actually be 1. It might actually be 1 game. So don't count me on that one just as yet. And we have Partey, who will be coming back in, obviously, after his 1-match suspension. Now, our attacking force is where everything becomes a bit tricky, iffy. We don't know what's going to happen. Now, we look at it, and we want Lacazette will probably be playing up front. Now, in my eyes, this is just for me. This is just where I see and think we should go and what we should do to just grow for the future. Because again, there's what we doing. We're playing Lacazette for the rest of the year, okay, but he's not going to be here next year. Where is the benefit in playing someone in a system when he has already told us that he's not signing a new contract with us? He's already talking to other clubs to sign abroad. Now, that gives us a bit of issue there, doesn't it? Because we also have Eddie Nketiah, who again is not up to the standard that we need to be playing in this game for us for the rest of the season. Those 2 are our main 2 striking options. Now we do have other players that can play in that position. Nicolas Pepe, who had on record, he had a fabulous African Cup of Nations. Now, if he could come back and play the way that he played over there, then, hey, it could be very interesting for Arsenal going forward. But then we also do have Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli, another wonder kid that was out of favour with Mikel Arteta, was not playing him for majority of the first half of the season. And once he's gotten into the team, he has taken control and he has played absolutely fantastic. He's been playing out of his mind, up and down the field, all over the place, defending, attacking. He's just been one of the saving graces of this period for Arsenal. Now, issue comes in with the front 4. It does. It generally does come up to the front four. Lacazette has scored 3 goals in the Premier League. Eddie Nketiah has scored none. Saka has scored 6. Smith Rowe has scored 8. Odegaard has scored 4. Pepe has scored 2. Martinelli has scored 4. Now, this is where it becomes a bit of an interesting situation. Who do we play up front? Because I understand Lacazette has been doing good to hold up the play, but when it comes down to the final attack, final third, he's just not putting the ball in the back of the net. And that's what we want our striker to do. We need our striker to score in the back of the net. Seeing as we didn't bring anyone in during the January transfer, the decision to who we're going to be playing up front in the next couple games is very, very crucial. Now, if Lacazette actually gets on board and he actually scores, let's say 10 goals or 12 goals before the end of the season, we don't need to give him a new contract. No. If he wants to go, we let him go. We don't offer him a big amount of money because that is where we have gone wrong multiple times. Every player that we have given a big contract to, a massive salary to, has just dipped. Ozil just dipped, although there's a different situation on that one, and I'm not going to get into it right now. But Ozil didn't fit the way Arteta wanted to play. He wanted everyone to defend, everyone to attack. And yes, they didn't show what Ozil was doing off the ball as much, but that's just the way that the manager wants it. He wants the players to be attacking and defending at all times. So that's that situation. Aubameyang, obviously we know there's a lot of discretion, and that was between manager and player. I haven't figured out. I don't want to know what's going on with there, but I just left it alone because, again, none of us as fans know what was happening in that game. We don't know what was happening within that club and what was happening between the two players, the player and the manager. So let's just leave it at that. It's done now. There's nothing else that anyone can do but back the team. All you got to do now is just back the team. So who would anyone have starting front up top? Eddie Nketiah is not getting on the field. Eddie Nketiah will probably, I would genuinely lose Eddie Nketiah from the bench. Nicolas Pepe will obviously take his spot. Miguel Aziz, obviously we brought him back from Portsmouth. I am unsure if we sent him back out on loan, but I would have him on the bench as a central midfielder. He came on for Portsmouth when he came on for Portsmouth because Portsmouth weren't playing him as much. When he came on for Portsmouth, they were winning games and then they stopped playing him again. It was a very confusing situation for him. And again, for Arsenal, I can agree. I would rather have the player back at home being able to do what he can do for us. Now, is he going to get a chance with Arteta? We don't know. We will just have to wait and see how this will play out. So, let's just go with our goalkeeper. Obviously, we're going to have Ramsdale in goal. The last couple of games, it's been a bit shaky for the whole squad itself. But Ramsdale will obviously start in goal. If he is healthy and fit, Tomiyasu will obviously get the start at right back. We will have the combined pairing of Gabriel and Ben White as usual. And Kieran Tierney will be starting at left back. Now, in defensive midfield, we are very short in this position. We are ridiculously short in this position. But we do have Mohamed El Neni that has come back from the African Cup of Nations. We do have Charlie Patino. We do have Partey, Sambi Lokonga. Ben White can play in that position as well. That would be Rob Holding going back into centre defence. But it's very unlikely that will happen. We do have Miguel Aziz. We didn't bring anyone in. Or, if this is a better shout that I have always been wanting for us to do, I would rather have Partey and Martin Odegaard in central midfield. Then we would have Smith Rowe at the number 10. Then we will have Saka. I'd say Saka on the left. Pepe on the right. And Martinelli up front. Because you know what? It's coming down to the wire. And we got two players that do not want to be at the club. They're not going to sign a new contract. Hey, why are we using them? For what reason are we using them? They're not going to be here next year. Let's get the new front four working together very, very well. And let's see where we can go. Yes, if we miss out on top four, then that's what's going to have to happen. But if it works, It's going to be amazing. If this works, it could be one of the most fantastic situations we have had in a very, very long time. Now, I know a lot of Arsenal fans are not going to like that option, but it is something that we might have to have a look at. Again, let me just go through the lineup. Ramsdale in goal. Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, and Tierney as our back four. Martin Odegaard and Partey in central midfield, with Smith Rowe as the number 10. We got Saka and Pepe on the wings, and we have Martinelli up front. If that's not how we like it, then we switch it around. We put Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, and Pepe up front, because Pepe can play that position, and he is obviously the only other viable option to play up front as a false nine or as a striker. It would interchange the way that the front four will work, because if they get free roam, then Pepe could one moment be up front and then switch to the left. Martinelli goes up front, and then Saka could switch with Martinelli. It is a very good and interchangeable front four. Don't know if it's going to happen, but we will see tomorrow night at where Arteta is going with the club, who he's going to play, and what position he will be playing them in. We don't know, but we can just hope and pray that something good will come out of this. Thank you. Well, let's just say tomorrow night, 7:30, I'll be live on Twitch. I will potentially be live here on YouTube as well. Keep a lookout, because something new is obviously coming. But thank you all for jumping in. I'm Rich. I've been your host, and thank you for checking out my channel. See you later. Comment, like, and post. Tell me, what formation would you like? Do you like the way that I would put forward this formation? Do you like the players that I put in their positions? Which one did you like? Which front four did you like? Did you like Martinelli and Saka on the wings with Pepe up front and Smith Rowe in the and the 10 role? Or do you prefer Saka on the left, Pepe on the right, Martinelli up front, and Smith Rowe in the number 10 role, with Odegaard and Partey in central midfield, and obviously this usual suspects as our defenders and goalkeeper as usual? So, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. Hit the like button, hit the share button, just so you can help the young YouTubers, YouTube pages grow, and let's get out there. But again, thank you all for jumping in. Let me know how you feel about the formation. What are your predictions for the game tomorrow? Oh, prediction. Which reminds me, I feel like Arsenal should be able to win this 2-0. Martinelli scoring, and you know what? I'm gonna say the craziest thing: Pepe to score a beautiful free kick for a goal as well. But again, hey, this could be interesting. But thank you all for jumping into the video. Hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments again what you think, how you think the January transfer went. Obviously, it went shit, but let me know how you felt that it went. Do you like the formation? What is your formation for tomorrow's game? And tell me your predictions as well. Let's see who gets better. All right, guys. Catch you later. See ya.